Are you ready to see your first comedian? All right. He's one of our newer comedians here in the area, but he has been working his butt off and he's really gotten good fast, and I really like this guy. Most of you met him when you checked in. Please welcome to the stage, John Freitag.
Give a big round of applause for Chris Reddick. Just in case any of you are wondering, I have taken him out on 2 dates now. He still hasn't put out, so it's not worth much. It's not worth it. You guys are really close. How are you guys doing? Do you like my hair?
I love it.
Yeah, would you believe me if I told you it's not natural? I dyed my hair because I decided to have a quarter-life crisis because of like how things are going. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit a midlife crisis.
Okay.
And I don't have money for a Corvette, so fair. Also, then I kind of look like I should be headlining that When We Were Young festival. I'm just missing eyeliner, a lip piercing, and a sexual assault charge. I am newly single and on the dating scene, which has made me realize I need to work on my greetings and goodbyes. They're not very COVID friendly. Just last week, my dad came to one of my shows, and he went in for a handshake, and I went in for a pounded, so I went in for, he went in for a pounded, and I went in for a handshake. So I finally pulled him into like an awkward one-arm hug, and then on instinct went in for an open-mouth kiss. I stopped myself, because I'm not a weirdo. But if this keeps up, I'm going to wind up naked in bed with a stranger for being polite. I made a Tinder because of course I did. My profile read 6'4", loves the outdoors, loves to work out. It was great. I was getting a lot of matches, but it was rock climbers. Which makes sense. I like big shoulders and a broad back. But see, the problem with rock climbers is it's their entire personality. Their favorite genre of music is rock. Their favorite actor is The Rock. Their favorite drink is anything as long as it's on the rocks. Their favorite movie, it's Marley to me, because even these monsters need to cry. They're always talking about hitting the wall or hitting the boulder, and I'm just like, I need to hit this bong because you are too much for me. And there's no faster way to figure out how big of a pussy I am than when I'm 5 feet off the ground, clutching the wall, crying my eyes out because that's too hot. Plus, they always got chalk on their hands. You've got to get a dry hand job. So I changed my profile. Now it reads 6'4", will by dare, spit on me. It's working a lot better. It's working a lot better. Dating at 28 is kind of weird, because it's right around that age where my peers are deciding if they want to have families or not, and I'm still deciding which belt to choke myself with while I jerk off tonight. We're here in South Bend, and as a sports fan, I love it here. We got Notre Dame right down the road. I'm a big football fan, but it's been weird, because Brian Kelly became the first head coach to leave Notre Dame and go to another school. And he broke the news via text, so I kind of get how my exes feel. And a lot of people were upset because, yeah, he won a lot of games, but he could never complete the season. Having Brian Kelly as a coach was like edging for 11 years. You finished once, dude, I just need to come. My love of sports started at a young age. I played a lot of youth baseball and football. But let me tell you, the coaching strategies between those two sports couldn't be any different. Baseball coaches are super supportive and encouraging, like, good swing, bud, or you'll get it next time. Football coaches? Not so much. Are you fucking blind out there? How'd you miss that tackle? Quit crying, baby, this is a man's sport. I remember my coach grabbing me by the pads and pointing to a kid on the other team named Fat Joe by coaches, players, and parents alike, and telling me, I need you to put that fat-ass hog in the ground. And even I, as a 9-year-old, knew that was kind of harsh to call a kid with acne a weight problem. But then Fat Joe did one of these and fell on top of me, so fuck that kid. In my short life, I have been a cook, a machine operator, a reverend, and a delivery driver. What does that mean for you ladies out there? Well, That means I can cook you dinner, operate a battery-powered device, and have you praying to God, all in 30 minutes or less. Or else the breadsticks are free. It's company policy. Now, I enjoy my current job because it allows me to do comedy, and I can afford to live with my mom. Which isn't that bad, but like people at work found out, and they already knew my sandwiches were crustless, but they didn't need to know who was cutting the crust off for me. Anybody out here use Venmo? Yeah? What do you use it for?
You pay.
Oh, there you go. I use it for drugs. I like it because it's a lot better than meeting a stranger in a dark alley. But it's nice because I can just send like $30 in an emoji for what I want. So for like pot, I'll send broccoli. Or for mushrooms, I'll send mushrooms. Or for acid, I'll send fish. I don't ask questions. But then I remember I had my boss on there, and some asshole at Venmo decided to set it up like a social media site. So all your transactions pop up like status updates on your friends list. So now I'm stuck staying up till 3 in the morning making a fish stir fry for everybody at work so they don't get suspicious of the 4-day weekend. I need to have my fun too. Speaking of fun, I love the Great British Bake Off. It's a great show. I'd love to be the first American contestant on there because I think I could bring the right edge to really boost their ratings. Like usually when a contestant's struggling, the others will be supportive and helpful, but I'd be the first one over there like trying to get it to fall over them, telling them how shitty of a baker they are. Like when they win a challenge, they're so bashful and humble, like, oh gosh, no, not me. There's no way, everybody else is so good. Not me. Not this American spirit. Woo! That's how you decorate a cake! What is that, fondant, Charles? You're trash, Charles, trash! Don't even get me started if I'm one-star baker. What's that? Did the American win? Is it 1776 again? Do you even know how to make a baklava? Your phyllo wasn't even laminated. USA, USA, USA. The problem with being a single male who has allergies and dry skin is nobody believes you when they see a bottle of lotion and tissues next to your bed. Like, no, I don't use those for that. I'm not a pervert. That's what socks are for. Did anybody have one of those weird sex stories in high school that spread like wildfire? And a friend of a friend always had proof of it, but nobody ever saw it. Ours involved a girl, her dog, and some peanut butter. While everybody was concerned about like what this would do for her college career or what her parents would think, I was over here asking the hard questions like, well, what kind of peanut butter was it? Was it creamy or crunchy? Was it Peter Pan peanut butter? They just had their salmonella recall. I'm young. I don't know if that's sexually transmitted. I'm going to leave you guys off with one more. I want you guys to think about this one. Why can our buttholes stay spicy but not sweet? Like, why do I have to feel the burn of a pepper twice when all I really want is the sweet kiss from a Twinkie? You guys have been a great audience. Have a wonderful night.